And one of the reasons why we're doing it in the UAE is that we're incorporating um, from the get-go in a predefined way a genomic signature, a genomic signature using pathways involved in estrogen signaling, inflammation, endometriosis biology to explore whether we can prospectively identify a genomic signature for women who will benefit most from this potentially first injectable GnRH antagonist.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Dr. Faisal Mehmud. He is the Chief Medical Officer for Medicus Pharma. And Dr. Mehmud, great to see you again. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you, Steve, for having me back on.
Yeah, good to see you. And so big news out from the company that you've received UAE approval for your phase 2 endometriosis trial for women. So this is obviously a significant milestone here.
No, that's right. This is a very important milestone for Medicus because the Department of Health in Abu Dhabi has completed its scientific and regulatory review and granted authorization for our phase 2 novel precision guided clinical study evaluating Teverelix in women with endometriosis. So this really allows us to move forward with the study once we get to the next administrative parts of the study. And more importantly, it validates both the quality of our development package as well as the scientific rationale behind the program. And importantly, Teverelix is now supported by 3 active INDs, spanning oncology, urology, and now women's health, really reflecting the broad therapeutic potential of this differentiated long-acting GnRH antagonist. So together, these programs really position us in a strong foundation to generate multiple clinical and regulatory inflection points over the coming years. So
Tell
exciting.
me tell me a little bit about how you hope Teverelix can be used in this particular instant as far as women's health is concerned.
Sure. So endometriosis is a chronic inflammatory condition, which is where tissue similar to the lining inside the uterus grows outside the uterus. It affects about 1 in 10 women of reproductive age worldwide and can cause things like severe pelvic pain, painful periods, infertility, and is a major impact on quality of life. So many women live with these symptoms for years, and despite multiple treatments that are available, a substantial proportion continue to have, importantly, inadequate symptom control or treatment limiting side effects. It's an estrogen-driven disease. Estrogen is what stimulates the growth and activity of the endometriosis lesions. And the challenge has always been how to find the right balance between having too much estrogen to allow the disease to be active, but suppress enough estrogen and not too aggressively. So women then therefore experience menopausal symptoms and loss of bone density. And that's what we're trying to solve here.
Okay. So tell me about when all the everything's done and you're ready to go, what this phase 2A trial will look like.
Sure. So it's going to be a study, a 4-arm study conducted across just over 80 patients on 3 dose levels, placebo-controlled. And here, what we will be looking for is we want to establish the dose and confirm the dose that we have seen in our healthy female volunteer study, which we presented recently at the American Association for Clinical Endocrinology, that we can induce and maintain the estrogen within what is called the Barbieri window, an estrogen range where symptoms are improved, but the estrogen is not too low, requiring add-back therapy, i.e. estrogen add-back therapy, or causing long-term effects for women in terms of bone mineral density loss. So this is what we are trying to do here. Importantly in this study, and one of the reasons why we're doing it in the UAE, is that we're incorporating from the get-go in a predefined way a genomic signature, using pathways involved in estrogen signaling, inflammation, endometriosis biology to explore whether we can prospectively identify a genomic signature for women who will benefit most from this potentially first injectable GnRH antagonist.
All right. Well, we look forward to hearing more about that when the time is right. As you mentioned, the need is great for sure around the world. So, Dr. Mehmud, thank you very much. Appreciate your time. Congratulations on this, and we look forward to our next conversation. Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right, Dr. Faisal Mehmud. He's the Chief Medical Officer for Medicus Pharma.